Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my coffee break. This morning, I'm going to be making a pour over using my Bodum, my little Bodum pour over kit. It has a filter that you don't have to put a paper filter in it. You can just use it just like this. It only makes probably about a cup, maybe a cup and a half, but that's okay. There is a larger one that you can use, but hey, Dave, thank you for joining me. Good evening in Osaka. So I got this little Bodum. I had this for a while. I had this probably about a year or so. But every once in a while, I'll break it out because it's so easy to make a pour over coffee. And so today I'm going to make a pour over coffee, and you're going to use this Lush ground coffee that I got. Ethical bean coffee. It's really good. I like it. It's a medium roast coffee. I've made a cold brew coffee with this, I guess a few days ago, and it was really good. So I forgot my scoop, but that's okay. I'm going to just pour it in there. So what I do is you pour it in. Oop, I think that's enough. There we go. And you can see it's in there. Usually I grind my own beans, but this one, it was only available already ground, so I went ahead and got that. But I like to grind my own beans, yes. Thank you, Dave. And so I got it here, and I got my kettle, and I'm gonna pour this in. I should have made a little platform so that way you see, but we're just gonna pour it like this. And sometimes there's a time factor, but I usually just like to enjoy the little slow pour. I usually fill it up all the way and then I let it settle. It's a Bodum kettle. It's pretty cool. I like it. I got this, I think last Father's Day. My sons bought it for me. And see, there we go. It'll only fill up to about right here. So I do this twice, and then we have a great cup of coffee, hopefully. But the cold brew coffee that I made with this coffee was really, really good. So I'm expecting it to be a good thing we had this cork cover on it, because that would be it's pretty hot. No, it's not a Pro. It's just it's a Bodum, and it sits on a platform where it has this little switch. Let me turn it over. And when you put it on the platform and turn this on, you push the little button down, it stays down until it's hot, and then it pops up just like a toaster. It has a little light also indicating that it's on. I like it. Well, this one's about 8 ounces of water. Maybe a little bit more than 8 ounces. I usually boil. I just fill my pot up. It has a line where you fill it up out right here. It's probably about maybe about 16 ounces, maybe a little more in there. But I actually leave a little extra in case I want more coffee. So here we go. I got this there, and I got a little bowl here so I can put this in there. And what I do is I take the coffee grounds and I throw them in my organic can that I have. And so then I can put it in the big organic can that we have. We have organic pickup and recycle pickup, so those grounds, and also you can use grounds for throw it out in the yard. It fertilizes the yard. You put it in your plants. But here we go. So I got Kylo Ren cup. I like this little cup. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it. Let me make sure I grab a handle on it. So here we go. That looks pretty good. Usually when you're pouring a pour over, you usually time it. But this little pour over, you don't really have to. You don't really have to time it. So, how are you today, Dave? I'll move this over so I don't drop it off the table. There we go. Well, let's see. It smells really, really good. And let's see if we can take a drink out of it if it's not too hot. I tried not to let the Bodum kettle go all the way through its cycle because it gets well over 200 and something degrees. And that's just, for me, it's just way too hot to enjoy your coffee. Let's give it this a try. Temperature is just right. And it tastes really good. This coffee here, there's a QR code. Let me put the coffee down. There's a QR code on here. You can see where the coffees were roasted and the expiration date. Cool, Dave. Thank you for joining me. Have a great evening. Hope thinking about the people in Japan. Hope everybody's keeping safe. Thank you for joining me this morning. Have a great night. Thank you. So here we go, and they make several of these different kinds of coffees, and I've tried 3 of them so far. I tried a decaf, I tried a sweet espresso, and this one. And they do have a dark roast one. I mean, a super dark. And maybe one day I'll try that one. But I don't know. For some reason, one of my videos, I said, I'm going to try the super dark one tomorrow. Well, I didn't have the super dark one. I had this one. So that video will be put up. So thank you everybody for joining me this morning on my coffee break. I guess the morning coffee break, I guess. So I hope everybody's doing well. That's a cool Kylo Ren. I know he's not such a good guy, right? But oh well. Sometimes you just have to meet the morning with a Kylo Ren. I got the coffee just right. I mean, the water just right. It's not too hot, just right to the drink. Sometimes, it's funny, is you get the water too hot, and then you have to wait a while for your coffee to cool down. Or you can put some ice. Then you run the risk of it being watered down. So, I got somebody watching me on Twitch. If you want to say hello, that would be cool. This is a Saturday morning here in Texas, and it's a very beautiful day outside. We've been having some rain, and yesterday it cleared up. All the rain's gone. There might be a chance later on, but we'll see. Maybe it is too early for a lot of people. 9 o'clock is usually you're off. Some people get their days off the weekends. I get my days off during the week. My weekends are sometimes Monday or Tuesday, or sometimes it's Wednesday, Thursday. Depends on what days I'm off. And then the weekends I work. So how do you maximize the flavor in the coffee? I'm not sure. Well, it depends on how much coffee you put. That was probably about 4 tablespoons what I put in. And if you want the coffee a little bit lighter, less coffee. But I really don't put anything in my coffee. Sometimes I will put coconut milk because I like coconut milk. But I don't really put any sugar, or I don't put any cream. But sometimes I would like to put coconut milk. But the stronger you make it, some people like it really strong. And this is a medium dark roast. And usually, when you do pour overs, when you do pour overs, usually it's less acidic. Same thing with cold brew coffees. Very makes it less acidic than you would if you brewed it. So, thank you, Jamie, for sharing on Twitter. Cool. They actually make a bigger one than this one. This one's pretty good for just a cup on the go. They actually have a larger one, like double this size. And they have a Chemex, what they call a Chemex. But this one's a Bodum. And you can see, I can show you here, I don't know if you can see. There it is. There's the name of the... Right here, this is not dirt. This is lime from our water. Our water gets very hard. And I just have to take some vinegar and clean this off. But this is ritual from the residual. There we go. From our water. Our water has limestone in it because of the way it's... goes through our water aquifer. And if you even though I use a water filter, I don't have a water softener system in my home, so some things they get that buildup, so you have to use vinegar, like the shower heads. Sometimes we have to use vinegar to soak overnight, and it cleans that limestone off the shower head and off the faucets. You can do it that way. And then on my kettle, I usually put vinegar, and because it gets like a buildup inside with the limestone. And I heat up the vinegar. I run a cycle with my kettle. And the vinegar, it takes off the limestone. Oops, sorry about that. I'm guessing my mic is working good today. Last couple of times, I had some trouble, but I got it working. So good. I'm thinking about... I was thinking about today going to a coffee shop called Tuxedo Cat. She moved her truck to another place. It's a little bit further from my home, but I am planning on going to support her at another location. She moved from where she was down to another nursery, and they have all kinds of plants and stuff. So that would be pretty cool. Have coffee and look at some plants. We'll see. I thought about going today, but then I decided, well, I'll just have a pour over at home. I haven't used my little Bodum pour over. Well, I actually used it yesterday, but I haven't used it in a while. And I was looking for something, and I go, wait a minute, I haven't used this in a while, so I'm gonna break it out and use it. When you clean it, it has this little leather strap or string, and you pull this little thing off right here, loosen it, and to take the cork handle off. so that way you don't get it all wet when you clean it. But I like this little thing. I've been using another kind of funnel pour over. Then I decided I wanted to use this. Let's see. Somebody's still on Twitch and they haven't said a word. You want to say hello? Wow. This coffee is really good. I like it. I like this brand. They're very, they're fair trade coffee. They're, you know, they tell you on if you do the QR code. I don't know if you can. If I put it like that, I wonder if you can click on it. It says Peru. This is a Peruvian coffee. Tells you when it expires, when it was roasted, and when it expires when you click on that little QR code. And it tells you who roasted it and where did it come from. And I think this one came from Chiapas, but actually it came from Peru. But the other one I got, it was from Chiapas, Mexico. And this one's a purple bag. I like that color purple. Those are my school colors, high school colors, which was like 40 years ago. So, yeah. So, yeah, there we go. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I've been on like 17 minutes. And I was waiting to see. I broadcast on Facebook Live, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter Live. And somebody just shared, Jamie shared on Twitter. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing on Twitter for me. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to put 2 videos right here and then a subscribe button for YouTube. And remember, coffee and friends make a perfect blend. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time on Ken Rod's Coffee Break. Bye, everybody. I'll put this on there. There we go. Thank you. If you like this video, hit that, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to my channel and see future coffee reviews or coffee chats, we just like to sit down and have a cup of coffee and talk to my friends. So we'll see you next time on Ken Rod's Coffee Break. Bye, everybody. Let's see.